and welcome. I'm very honored to be speaking in front of such esteemed medical experts today. I want to thank you for your interest. My name is Georgia Houston, and I am the team panel advisor for the Whole Child Foundation, also known as Whole Child LA. We are a California charitable nonprofit corporation for pediatric chronic pain. Today I'm going to be telling you what chronic pain is, what happens if left untreated, and how Whole Child LA provides bright futures for families nationwide. We go through a lot of stories on a daily basis, so I'm going to share with you one that's very important. We all know what it's like to feel sick or injured, and we know the frustrations that come with it. Now can you imagine if that pain and sickness never went away? There was this girl who was 14 years old, and she had been an athlete her whole life. She hurt her ankle one day and treated it like a normal injury. She stayed off of it, went to physical therapy, and after about 6 weeks, she was back to playing her sports again. A couple months later, she was feeling an intense pain down her leg, and she went to doctor after doctor, and nobody knew what it was. She had to drop out of school, and her friends stopped calling her, and the doctors that she was going to were telling her that she was making this pain up because it wasn't showing up on an x-ray or a bone scan. She started to doubt herself because when enough people tell you something, you'll start to believe it. She started to believe that her pain wasn't real. Then a couple of years later, she found the Whole Child Foundation, and we saved her life. We believed in her when she wouldn't even believe in herself. So there are two types of pain, and some people don't know the difference. So acute pain is the one that we're most common with. It's like a warning signal in our brain telling us that irritation is happening. For example, if my hand were on a stove, the pain receptors in my brain would be feeling the pain, so I will remove my hand. That's the one that most people are aware of. There's also chronic pain, which is a lot more complicated. Chronic pain is when the pain receptors in your brain stay stimulated and don't turn off. For example, if my leg were to be broken, I would put a cast on it for a couple weeks and then the bone would heal. And when the cast comes off and the bone's fine, my brain would still be telling me that there's an injury in my leg. Also, pain is amplified with chronic pain, so people with that are a lot more sensitive. A touch could feel like a punch to some people. So that's one of the complications with chronic pain. And it interferes with the natural body's response to repair itself. Untreated chronic pain can lead to lifelong suffering. According to a study on our Whole Child LA website, 15 to 30% of children in the United States report having persistent pain. A more recent study that we did shows that 76.5 million Americans report having persistent pain by the age of 20. Pain is becoming an epidemic that not many people are aware of. That is why we are so unique, because we're trying to stop the problem as early as possible before it controls these people's lives. The reason we're so different from other clinics is we have CAM treatments, which stand for complementary and alternative medicine. There are other clinics out there, a few of them, that specifically focus on chronic pain for kids, but their main focus is medicating them, and we see that as a short-term solution, and so we take the opposite approach. These are some of our CAM treatments that we offer at the clinic, and we go for the whole body experience because we know that this is a long-term condition, so these tools will help these kids for the rest of their lives. We have a very unique approach at our foundation compared to others because we know that when someone's sick in a family, it affects the whole family and all their loved ones, not just the individual. So we like to incorporate the whole family unit in the healing process. We also recognize that times are hard, so we help people from all economic backgrounds, and we don't discriminate based on their income.
How do you compensate for that exactly?
With the donations, and we do studies to raise money for it.
Okay.
Yeah. These are a few testimonies that you can find on our website. As you can see, these two individuals are very happy with our unique plan to their health because we really do individualize the healing process for them and the experience. Whole Child LA, I believe, is the best foundation out there for pediatric chronic pain because we put in more time and effort and we really understand what's going on. We've done a lot of research in this and we know what works and what doesn't, and we're very personalized. We like to become part of the family, and we support these kids even after they're considered healed. That's why we're so special. We are one of the few foundations and clinics that can recognize what chronic pain is and properly treat it. This is my contact information. I would like to thank you for being here, and if you have any questions, I would love to answer them via email or telephone. I will be passing out donation forms as you leave today because I would really like to ask you to donate so that we can keep providing bright futures for these families and it can go to good use. If you have any questions, I would like to answer them now. I want to thank you for your time.